Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. Not going anywhere. Peace! I'm YouTube famous now. On almost every video, I get at least one wise ass who says to me, "You're YouTube famous? Who are you?" So in case you're new to my channel and you do not know who I am, my name is Peter Monn. Beast! And I was the 1962 Streamy winner for Best Supporting Actor on a Drama Channel. So anyway, I was the original back in the day. No, I broke my fan. Should we get into this video? Tana. A little game with Tana. Tana, momana, banana, fana, fofana, me, my, momana. Tana, a little trick with Summer. Summer, bo bummer. Aww. Okay, no, this is really sad, you guys, okay? I mean, I don't know them, so it's not that sad, right? So if you don't know, what you don't know is a lot on my channel. My very first Tana video that I did about drama with her, I didn't read her for shreds, but I kind of was like, girl, you're young, you need like a management, she has a management company. I was like, where's this management company? Why aren't they giving her advice? Why aren't they giving her suggestions on how to handle things, right? I really didn't understand it. And then just the other day I did a video where her and James Charles do each other's makeup. And I was like, oh, I really kind of like her. Like, she owns her ratchetness. I mean, and she is kind of, okay? I mean, she's fun, she's over the top. If you don't know who Tana Mongeau is, I think she's 18 years old. Tana is an 18-year-old Las Vegas, not showgirl, native, who is basically the queen of story times on YouTube. Yes, you thought it was Shannon Rose, but it's not, it's Tana Mongeau. So she's basically like the queen of story times, and she tells these like outlandish, over-the-top, stalker, Uber driver story times that are always true, of course, but they're just like over the top. But you know, like, I mean, if you get into them and you start watching them, they're cute, they're fun, right? So anyway, I have kind of, to be honest with you, like over the time, I've kind of like fallen in love. I mean, since we're gonna talk about love, what's love got to do with it rolling on the river? Okay, I wouldn't say I've fallen in love with her, but I do watch her videos consistently now, and I do kind of like her, okay? Like, I do think, like, she is the cooler version of a train wreck, but like, I mean, she is, and I think she's kind of like capitalizing on that to some degree, if that makes sense. I mean, who has had such a tragic life as Tana Mongeau by the time that she's 18? I would be afraid to leave my house. I mean, every time she leaves her house, it's like some horrible stalking Uber driver kind of madness happens, right? Excuse me, I need a sip of my coffee. Not tea. In the United States, baby, we drink coffee because we like to be wired for sound. And if we can't get that, then, you know, we do with what's best. So anyway. So last night I was on my YouNow stream. Now, if you don't know, what you don't know is a lot. It is hot in here. Do you see how red my face is? But I just got out of the shower, too. But anyway, I was on my YouNow stream last night. And you can see, like, people that you're fan to on the left-hand side, or you can see people come in, right? And I saw Tana Mongeau come in. And then all of a sudden, she's like, go. And all of a sudden, she's like, #1. I was like, are you kidding me? This just happened the night before with Shane and Ryland. Give me a break. Ryland came in and Shane was sitting right next to him, and they basically just took over YouNow, okay? Nobody was wanting to watch. Sorry, old me. So if you don't know, I get on live stream on YouNow every night. Peter Monn, follow me. It's lots of fun. We have a wolf pack sleepover every night. It's real fun. So anyway, so if you like all this, you know, this hocus pocus, ha ha ha, like, then you'll like my live streams. But anyway, so I was in there listen, true story, I was on for 2 hours, which is really long for me, but I was dying to know what was going on in Tana Mongeau's live stream. So people were coming back in and they were telling me what was going on, and they were like, oh, her boyfriend Summer broke up with her. I was like, oh, this is kind of a big deal, right? I mean, she took to YouNow to discuss this, and then they were saying that he was like subtweeting about it and whatever. Well, I couldn't wait to get off that YouNow stream and find out what's going on. I mean, I love being in the YouNow stream, but I wanted to know about the drama. I mean, don't you? Like, you guys, if you haven't watched my channel for a long time, what you don't know, if you don't know what you don't know is a lot. That's the third time I've said that. Is that I am like the Uber fan of YouTube, okay? Like, literally, like, I love watching this stuff unfold. It makes me sad sometimes, not really, but I mean, they're celebrities to me, right? I mean, listen, Tana Mongeau is 18 years old and pays $200, you have to pay $200 to see her live. Never, okay? rock on gold dust woman Stevie Nicks would not even get $200 from me front row center. But anyway, but I mean, if I met her in person, I'd be like, oh my God, that's Tana Mongeau. Let me give you a stalker story. Okay, so anyway, I was like, I wanted to find out what was going on. Well, when I got off, I was like, I'm doing a video about this tomorrow. I said I was coming back to drama. I've done a couple Tana videos. I'm doing a drama video about this tomorrow, right? So, listen. I ain't like some of these drama channels out there, okay? I might have been gone for a while, but I'm not like some of these drama channels out there that watch 1 or 2 videos and regurgitate the shit and make it their own. That's shady boots. I don't like that, okay? That is so unfair to watch somebody else's video, put the same information that that video had into your video and call it your own. No, ma'am, You ain't no drama channel, you're a copycat. And I know what the video was because I watched it last night. That was the original, and it's from a channel because I believe that credit deserves to be, what's the saying? Why can't I think of it? I think credit is where credit's due or whatever. I'm like so ignorant today. I need to go to Starbucks and get my iced coffee. My venti iced coffee was too equal, probably with an extra shot because I needed it today. So anyway, people are like, you've had so much coffee already. No, ma'am, I've only had like maybe 2 teaspoons. But anyway, so I went to this it's called Drama Hungry, and I will link it below. Have you all seen this channel? Oh my God. Okay, so it's very much in vein of like Here for the Tea, but it had all the tea, okay? But like you know how Sam doesn't show her face? Which, listen, okay, she puts out the drama, okay? Props to her. So I ain't got no issues with Sam. Don't come for me. We're good Judies on that, okay? I mean, we're not good Judies, but I like Sam. So anyway, but she, you know how she just like puts out the information and shows it? Well, Drama Hungry does the same thing, but they put it to this music that very much feels like a 1940s movie. I was like, what is going on here? So it's like all the receipts. I'm so tired of that word receipts. I am sorry, Whitney Houston. I am sorry we ever borrowed that phrase from you. What receipts? I am so ashamed of that word that we have used that word. But anyway, so here's what went down, okay? Basically, Tana Mongeau last night went into her YouNow stream. I'll just give you the rundown in case you want to know and you don't want to watch the best of it. And then everybody who is just here for the drama and wants to shade me can go, the drama is actually at 7 minutes and 14 seconds. I hate when people put that in the comment section. Be gone before somebody drops the house on you. Anyway, I mean, it's me, right? You're here for me because, baby, I'm it. Okay, so anyway, here's what happened. So you know Tana Mongeau, she's made all these videos through the years where she's doing all kinds of stuff and blah, 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 and on and on and on. You know, and she's just very flirtatious with people. She tells these over-the-top stories on and on and on. Well, apparently, you know, Kian and JC? Okay, so she did like a video with them, like a collab, and she was like doing like a lap dance with them or something. I don't know, but it was like all in fun and games is what she said, right? Now, Summer on the side as he's subtweeting is like, she's gonna go on and victimize herself. I will say, I did not feel that Tana victimized herself. I felt like Tana was trying to explain her situation and say, I really love Summer. And she said that over and over and over again. And listen, I want to tell you something about that, okay? People can come for her and say they've dated for 2 years. She's 18 years old, so they started dating when they were 16. They're too young to know what love is. Bullshit, okay? 15 or 15, love feels the same way. When I was 15 years old and I fell in love for the first time, I mean, he didn't know it, but I was in love with him. That's beside the point. I mean, it felt the same way as when I met my husband 9 years ago. So that's bullshit. I think young people can know what love feels like. Listen, okay? And we don't, any of us know how long we're gonna live. So I think we should all just fall in love all the time. But anyway, she was on there and she was talking in her live stream because I watched the whole live stream last night that this Drama Hungry put up about how, you know, she was really hurt and she didn't understand it. Now, she was doing some kind of justifying on there, talking about her video that she did with Shane Dawson and Shane Dawson this and Shane Dawson that. And I'm not even going to get into all that. But, you know, like, I understand. Here's the deal. So her boyfriend goes to the University of Las Vegas, Reno, I think, and well, the Drama Hungry video, it was kind of funny because they said he's enrolled at the University of Nevada, Reno. Tana is enrolled nowhere. But come on, I mean, YouTube is her career. We know that, right? I'm not saying she shouldn't go get a college education because this career might be over at some point. Look at this. When all your fans leave you. So anyway, bunch of shit. $1 up at the wig store, though. So anyway, so then So she talks about all this kind of stuff about how he saw this and he was like, okay, enough is enough. I can't do this anymore and all this kind of stuff. And then she's taking to Twitter, and then he's taking to Twitter, and then she took to live YouNow stream. And there's people like in the background. You can hear people in the background. So I'm like, you're doing this very private YouNow stream about this relationship with this man that you love, that you've been with for 2 years, on and on and on. And there's people in the background in the room that you're filming in, because like there's always people around Tana. Have you seen this? Like in every video she does, there's always people in the room. And I'm kind of like, girl, can you not be alone for 5 minutes? Seriously? Like, I forget being 18 years old, but I can remember wanting to be alone some of my time. I mean, there were some things I had to take care of, you know what I mean? But anyway, and listen, when I was 18 years old and my boyfriend broke up with me, which he did, okay, because he said, you're wanting to go out to the clubs way too much, and I had a fake ID back then. Baby, I smoked about 3 packs of Newports and drunk myself silly that first night. So I understand she's upset. I mean, who wouldn't be, right? Okay, and her boyfriend's real cute. So you got to go on here and you got to understand all this kind of stuff. So I read her tweets last night. And she said, I'm going to go on YouNow in a bit, like here. She's doing. And then she says, if anything was actually sexual, it would never have been put on camera, just like when I filmed with Shane. Exactly. Except it kind of almost sounds like something sexual happened with Shane, right? But then she goes in and defends herself in the YouNow stream and says, well, Shane's bisexual. He's not just gay. Okay, so we know that. So then she says, friends joking around for a collab that was meant to make you guys laugh at how silly it is. But if he's her, I'm still wrong for that and would love to talk about it in private because I love him. She wants to talk to him about it in private, but she takes to YouNow. Now, Tana, that was your first mistake, honey, okay? If you want people to respect the love that you have for somebody and you don't want people to think that it's just this YouTube gig, it's not a class act to take to this, okay? And here's the thing, is that she's growing up and becoming this young woman that is a role model for a lot of girls, okay? And that's my big concern about Tana, is that Tana is affecting the lives of a lot of young girls out there that are looking at her as a role model and how to handle breakups. And we all know, okay? Young people go through breakups all the time. Hell, half my old ass friends have gone through divorces in the last year. So anyway, and then she says, 3 sides to every story. The other person's mine and the truth. That's so true. I totally agree 100%. So why would I come on slandering someone I love? Done tweeting about it, she says. Okay, well, she kind of is done tweeting about it. And then she says, okay, and this is very concerning to me. She says, I've never wanted to die more than this moment. Now, listen, okay? This is where management and adults need to come into her life. And they need to say, Tana, I understand that you're really going through a hard time right now. And I know that social media is like how you communicate to your fans and stuff. But you really need to think about the message that you're sending out to all of these young girls, okay? What you're saying is, and listen, we've all had that feeling in that moment, right? But it will pass. And you will be okay. And you will meet somebody else. And the time of your life and all this kind of stuff, right? But to say that is very concerning to me when the average age of your viewer is 12, 13, 14, right? That's some dangerous stuff there, okay? And I do think that she, like, you know, a lot of these girls look up to her because she's got all this fame and people like her and the numbers and the views, and she can go on there and she can be herself, and it's kind of like everybody's older sister or girlfriend, and that's what's appealing about Tana, right? So in that moment, Tana, I think you really need to think about what messages you're putting out there into the world, you know? And I feel for the girl. I really do. It's really hard to go through a breakup. And, you know, I've even thought about this. Listen, I know Tana Mongeau, okay? I don't have anywhere near the subscribers that she does. But if my husband and I got divorced, I don't know how I would handle that. I mean, I would have to get on here and say something and be like, you know, I do a daily vlog where I talk about my relationship pretty openly. I don't know how I would handle it, but I wouldn't be live tweeting about it. I wouldn't take it to YouNow, and I wouldn't be discussing it in that way because I have way too much respect for my husband, whether he's mad at me or not. I have way too much respect for my marriage, and I have way too much respect for the time that we spend together that I wouldn't take to social media and just tell everybody my personal business. There are some things that do not need to be shared, okay? You know, one of the things that, like, I get the comment all the time, you are the old man of YouTube. Well, I may be, okay? But as the old man of YouTube, I could probably teach a few things just from life experience, not from YouTube, to the younger generation. And let me tell you, anybody that is my age will tell you one thing that we are very, very thankful for, okay? That there was no such thing as social media when we were growing up, okay? We passed notes and shit like that, but baby, let me just tell you something right now. 30 years from now, this breakup with Summer and you, it will be forever remembered on YouTube, Twitter, Google, everywhere, okay? And I think that we have to start thinking about what are we putting out there into the world? Are we putting positive energy? Are we putting negative energy? If we don't have something nice to say, don't say it at all, okay? If we're doing something that might be damaging to somebody else, we need to be very careful about what we're putting out there. I want to say one thing, and listen, I do want to say this, okay? This is why I go for the management company or the adults in the situation, because at 18, and I am not talking down to Tana, I think she has done incredible things for her age, okay? I mean, she's a great storyteller. I mean, I respect that. But anyway, but I will say this, you know, she's 18 years old, and I don't think that that's a great excuse to get away with all kinds of shit. But that being said, I didn't know shit at 18 years old, okay? And to have the kind of mass following that she has, based on her humor and her storytelling and her liking to have a lot of fun, I mean, she is the fun girl at the party, let's be for real, okay? To have all of that would be a little overwhelming in a situation that's very personal and you don't know what to do with. Okay, the last thing I want to show you is this, is that I was going back and I wanted to see a video of what Tanas Boyfriend looked like, and there he is, there's Summer. Very attractive. They're a cute couple, don't you think? So anyway, I was watching this video and it's called Meet My Boyfriend. And they do this like Q&A in there. And one of the questions that she gets is, why do you call him daddy? And so she explains it in there. Now watch very closely to his reaction when she says this very vulgar statement, okay? Because I'm gonna make a point about this and I wanna show you. You ready?
Daddy, yes! Oh my god, fuck my asshole. I just think it's funny. I really think it's also like so funny that
Okay, now what's interesting to me about that is that she's kind of making fun of this statement that she made, right? And calling him daddy. And I think what's interesting about that is if you look at his response to her, he's like, did you just say that? Well, that to me is not very surprising from the Tana Mongeau that I have seen in videos, right? Which would then say that he knows a very different Tana off screen than we know on screen. And I was just watching the other day on Johnny McGovern's Look at Her! I love that show, Trevor Moran. And Trevor Moran was talking about how, you know, everybody wants to like say, oh, this is true and that's true and expose this and expose this and expose that, right? But most YouTubers have an on and off persona on YouTube, right? Like they're not exactly the same on and off of YouTube because it's entertainment for most people. Now me, like what you see is what you get, baby. I mean, like this is really who I am. But for most of the people, they have an internet persona and then they have a personal persona. And I think what that shows is that her boyfriend saw a very different part of Tana than the rest of the world saw. And I think for most of us that have somebody, you know, on the side, like my husband sees a completely different side of me than probably the rest of the world does, you know? He probably sees a quieter, softer side of me that's not like, ah, you know? And that's okay because those are our safe places. And I think that maybe what's happened is, you know, he's just surprised by all this. I would be. It's hard, you know? It's hard to trust. It's hard to look at this stuff and see what's going on. And I think as Tana gets bigger and bigger and bigger, you know, where the line is drawn between her being, you know, this internet persona of fame and fortune and her just being this regular 18-year-old girl is becoming a little skewed. And I think that probably would be hard for anybody her age. It would be hard for anybody at any age to, you know, get that kind of attention. So anyway, that's just my 2 cents. I think that we need to be very, very careful about what kind of information we're putting out there in the world for the people that watch our videos. I think that, you know, when you talk about like paid programming and, you know, sponsored videos and all that kind of stuff where people go buy the products that we talk about, or if, you know, I hold up a cup of coffee and I go, oh, this coffee is so good. You guys are like, oh, I want to go get that coffee, right? It happens all the time with YouTube videos. Well, likewise, if we're putting out feelings and emotions, a lot of times our viewers are going to relate to that feeling or emotion and assimilate to it and feel the same way. So we have to be very careful of that. You know, we have to be very careful about what we're putting out there into the world. And I think that Tana really needs some strong role models around her to say, okay, girl, you need to rein it in a little bit. Like this wild child act is cute and it makes for good video. But when you're talking to the people out there that love and adore you and look up to you, you need to be a good role model. So, yeah, I think that's it. I want you guys to go check out this new drama channel that I found, Drama Hungry. I don't get anything. I don't know. I don't even know who it is. I have no idea. They don't show themselves on the video, but they have very interesting information and they had it out there first. So I will link them below because like I said, you got to give credit where credit's due. There, I remember what it was. I love you guys. Follow me on all my social media. It's listed below. I'm on YouNow every night and I'm daily vlogging for the year 2017 on my vlog below. Peter Vlogs. I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.